you going to see that?
Yeah. Good morning. Sorry, we are a little bit late.
Just get my computer.
We've got to put the mics on.
They're on.
Yeah, we've got to put have you got yours on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought we had enough time to go for a swim
We didn't.
this morning. We did. We're just a couple of minutes late. But we are fresh out of the water.
Good morning, everybody.
How is everybody?
Demi is saying hello.
Of course.
Please let us know if there's any issues with the sound. Hopefully it's fine. This was the quickest rushed setup of this that we've ever done. Hi, Susie.
Run in the door. There's computers and microphones going everywhere.
So we are going to talk about a couple of favourite things that we've had over the last couple of months, like we normally do. We'll also just have a little bit of a chat with everybody, do a quick catch up. Erica's just getting the comments up so that we can see who's commenting. Oh, Jamie's loving the little cuddles.
Can you hear her purring?
Yeah. Just
on the microphone. Oh my goodness.
Hi, Mon.
Okay.
We're in.
What are we talking about?
So we're going to talk about, do you have any favourite things?
Not as many as you. You had a lot.
I had two. I had two.
Oh God.
First, Erica's got to take this. I might just give a little bit of a life update actually while Erica does this. So there's been some stuff going on with us.
Morning, Mum.
Erica's nan is at her end of life. Her sister and her mum went up on Monday, and they've been up there sitting with her pretty much every day. She's been non-responsive since they went up there on Monday. So there's every chance that she's possibly passed away overnight, which we've been expecting for the last couple of nights. So, yes, that was Erica's mum calling then, so who knows what that's about. We stayed here to kind of stay on Barry watch. Those who don't know, Barry is in a nursing home. He's been there for a couple of months. He's still kind of settling in, and there's been some kind of dramas and stuff happening there as well. So it was going to be too long for Erica's mum, or for no one to be visiting him. So Erica's been doing the nursing home side of things. He had a fall last weekend, and he's got a big bruise and all that kind of thing. So yeah, life has been hectic, and of course we decided to throw in a live in amongst all of that. And we're also planning to vlog today. So yes, I'm not sure where things are at with Erica's nan, but she will pass away if she has not already overnight. So yes, I'm just going to see if there's any more comments. So yeah, we'll wait till Erica comes back in to talk more about our favourite things, but I will also give an update on parkrun. So yesterday I went the fastest I've gone all year. It was a little bit cooler, so I was able to push it a little bit more. So yeah, my best parkrun time is 33:44, and yesterday I did 34:14 or something. So I'm definitely getting faster. So yes, hopefully Erica comes back in a second, because otherwise I'm talking to myself. Please ask questions or anything to keep me entertained until Erica jumps back in. Thanks, Mon. Hi, Kelly. Erica is here. She's just on the phone to her mum for anyone who has just jumped in. Also, apologies, we were running a little bit late because we went for a swim, which is another thing that we're trying to add in. Don't we always just make life difficult for ourselves? Like, thanks, Miranda. It's just been a week, a crazy, crazy week, because last weekend we went away for my birthday with Erica's sister and niece, and then we kind of came home. Erica's mum called us almost as soon as we got home, and then it's all just kind of snowballed from there. So it also means that there's a trip to the Gold Coast for a funeral next week. So yeah, a lot happening that is life. So yeah, I'm really not very good at not having Erica with me to kind of have that banter. So I need you guys to comment so I've got things to say. What else have we been up to? A vlog came out last week. Erica has been putting up some new recipes. So I think off the top of my head, there was the teriyaki sauce went up a couple of maybe last week. I think that went up. There was another recipe that went up this week. If anyone knows what it is, let me know. I can't remember. So the swimming was not really swimming, Kelly. Kelly said, where did we go swimming? We went down to Merriweather Baths. I'll just tell you what we're doing. So we're back into the like cold therapy thing again. So we've just been having the end of our shower, turn it cold, stand under it for 30 seconds. And we want to every once a week get into the ocean. This is very easy at the moment for anyone who is not in Australia. It's like been very warm. It's been not difficult, but we're hoping that if we start it now, it will feel a little bit easier as it actually comes into the colder weather. So we didn't actually do laps or anything like that. We literally left home at like 10 past 8. It's 15 minutes to get to Merriweather, jumped in the water for a few minutes, jumped out, drove home, started the live. So we are going to try and incorporate some form of getting into colder ocean water. Here at Newcastle, we're lucky because we have the Merriweather Baths and the Newcastle Baths, which are not open at the moment, but we're not keen on jumping into the like waves. So having the ocean baths makes it a little bit easier. Mon said, is parkrun every weekend? So people who don't know what parkrun is, it's a 5K run/walk. It's kind of like a community run thing. It's run entirely by volunteers. It's worldwide. It's very popular in the UK and very popular in Australia. It's not that popular in the US. But in Australia, there's heaps of places that have parkruns, and it's 5K. You can run it, you can walk it, you can take as long as you need, and you have you register and it's free, and you get a barcode, and you scan your barcode and you get your time, and you're really just competing against yourself. But it's kind of nice to be running with a bunch of other people. So that is what parkrun is. I started April last year at Easter when I went with our friends in Adelaide. So the first one I did was Torrens in Adelaide, and I'm now at 68% of the alphabet. So those that don't know, I'm trying to complete the parkrun alphabet. So that means you do a park run for every letter of the alphabet except for X, because X doesn't exist. There's one Z in Queensland, and I've done quite a few other ones now. We've done a lot of traveling around to kind of achieve that. So it's kind of, I find it fun. Erica does not like it at all. So yeah. Miranda, your question actually leads quite nicely into one of my favorite things. So I might hold on to that, what was for dinner last night, and we can talk about that when Erica jumps back on. Trish said, have the fur babies been behaving? No more adventures? No. Scout has not gotten out for a little while, but for those who don't know, we had our backyard all renovated. Most people will probably know that. And the doors, if we're outside, Scout can jump on them and she kind of flicks them open and she can get out. And she's just so obsessed with being outside at the moment. So even if we're just hanging the clothes on the line, we have to close the big kind of glass door so that she doesn't open the door and get out and we don't realize, because the hardest thing is knowing that she's done it and then catching her. So she did break out with Erica here by herself maybe a month or so ago, maybe a little bit longer, but there hasn't been anything since then. Kelly said, interested to follow along that journey. I'm too scared to do the cold therapy. Honestly, if you're in Australia, I've just been having a hot shower and then turn the hot off and stand under it. It's not that hard at the moment because it's warm. But it's been actually quite pleasant to do. We've even occasionally been having just cold shower if it's been quite warm, but it's not challenging yet. Even getting in that water at Merriweather, it was so easy. We just jumped. Even Erica, who is normally takes her time to get into the water, she just walked straight in. Trish asked, did the Swans win? Buddy could be in trouble. So I missed the first quarter because we had to pick Erica's sister up from the airport. She was coming back because she's got a family and she needs to live her life until we go back up for the funeral. So I was picking her up from the airport, and so I missed the first quarter. We were already up by a fair bit. We did win. We did win by about 60 points or something in the end. I watched a couple of quarters, but I was exhausted. I worked yesterday. I ran the 5K yesterday. And so I watched a little bit in bed and I fell asleep at 3/4 time. So I'm not sure what Buddy's done. I haven't had time to see what happened in the last quarter yet. I did see that the Melbourne Dogs game, Cozzy Pickett's in a lot of trouble. What he did, the guy was like, he just flew in. It looked bad. So, yeah, that didn't look good. I don't know what Buddy's done. Mon asked, what letters do I have left? There's a few. There's the C, there's the G, H, I, J, K, U, V, Y, Z.
What plans do you have for them?
So we are also going to the Gold Coast at Easter, and I'm going to do the V for Varsity Lakes up there. And the U I'll do in Urunga. The Z is in Brisbane, which we're going to Brisbane in for the Women's World Cup. Matildas represent. So yeah, they're the ones that are kind of planned. I haven't planned the U. I haven't planned the Y. The G is Gloucester, which we can do in a day. Like we can just do from here. It's about an hour and 15 or something. And the K can be done in Muswellbrook. It's obviously not Muswellbrook. It's called something else that starts with the K. And we can do that in a day as well. It's the C, surprisingly, that feels difficult because it's in Sydney. Like the closest one is really in Sydney, or Coffs. So
but there's already around Coffs. There's a few.
Urunga.
Yamba.
Yeah. So.
But what was that thing in Sydney you wanted to go to?
I'm planning to. Well, I'm looking at going to Meat Stock, which is like a barbecue festival. It's on in Melbourne now. So if you're interested, it's on in Melbourne. I think it's the last day today. So yeah, it's on in Sydney in May. So we're going to try and incorporate doing that. Doing a sea park run then. So we'll see how that goes. It's not curry. It's like Karula or something like that. Curry's much closer than Muswellbrook. Oh, okay. Favorite things.
My favorite.
No, I haven't talked about them. So someone asked what we had for dinner, and I was going to tie that back in, and I can't see. Oh, Miranda asked what was for dinner last night. So that ties in with one of my favorite things. I made dinner because also Erica's been sick. So there's been a lot going on. So my favorite thing is the air fryer. I know we're very late to the party with it. We actually had one a few years ago that my mum bought Erica for her birthday, and it was so massive. It was just this big, bulky.
Yeah,
and it was a lift up. I'll show you what.
It was a different style of one. It wasn't the one like with the basket, like the Kmart one.
So we're currently using one that comes with a
like
basket.
The Kmart one.
It's got a little tray that sits in there. I used it last night because I cooked dinner. And it's not that much bigger than this on the bench. And you just pull this in and out. It's very easy to use. I bought it from Costco. It was on special, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks ago or something like that. And so I cooked dinner in it last night. I just cut up some potatoes to make them look like chips and tossed them in a little bit of avocado oil and some chipotle seasoning and popped them in there. And then we had some of these Nashville chicken burgers from Costco in the freezer, and I just also popped them in here, and that was dinner. It was very easy. I like using this. Erica's used it for a few things as well. The panko chicken that she created an air fryer version of the recipe and an oven or pan fry version of the recipe. So one of my first favorite thing is the air fryer. I'm not sure of the brand, but it probably doesn't say it on here.
I've left my phone somewhere.
Do you want me to find it?
No. Oh, mine was Catan.
Yes.
So I think someone actually on YouTube suggested that because it's a board game for people who don't know. And we were playing a board game in one of our vlogs, and someone suggested we should play Catan, and we've never had it before. And I got it for my birthday last year, which is in October, and we've played it a couple of times. But when we went away last weekend with my niece and my sister, we took it and we really got into it. And it was quite funny because at the start, when you're trying to explain to someone, it seems convoluted. And they're like, I could see them like thinking, this is hard, I can't play it, like I'm never going to get this, blah, blah. And then after we played it
second time,
they were like,
Sam won.
We're playing again.
It's fun, and you can kind of alter, you probably can't see, but that's kind of like the board, and you can kind of alter that around and change it around and make it more difficult and stuff. So we've just been playing a pretty basic version of it at the moment, but I think we can search online different ways of setting it up and making it like a little bit more challenging or whatever. So we will on that, we then decided to set up games night with Erica's sister and her niece, or whoever will want to come with her sister. It won't be her husband because he's not a board game kind of person. But Tom and Abby or whoever would like to join, because you can play 4 players with that game. So we'll see if that happens, because now life's a bit up in the air. So hopefully we can get that kind of games night Friday night.
We really need to find some friends in this area that are into games, but
that also don't have kids, and like, it's a bit difficult. So
well, they can have kids.
Yeah, but then they like our next door neighbours, we could probably play with them, but they have like a 2-year-old daughter who goes to bed, and then we'd have to always be at their house. Anyway, my second favourite thing, Erica thinks this is ridiculous. Kids. I'm not. I like kids. Oh, do I not have any?
You do.
I like it so much we're out.
No, it's in. I moved it.
Oh, here it is.
Dan's new obsession.
No, not obsession, but I don't know. As a kid, I loved tin fruit. Erica is not interested in tin fruit really at all, but this just reminds me of being a kid. And I think we spoke last favorite things that we've been having. Well, I've been having yogurt and fruit for my breakfast. And I was having banana, and I don't actually really like banana that much, to be honest. So I've swapped to these peaches. I really have been enjoying having them, and I pretty much have them every day with yogurt. So that's my second favorite thing.
And like protein powder mixed in the yogurt.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Makes it more.
My God. I had the biggest fail with that. So we'd run out of the bulk nutrients vanilla protein powder that we'd been using, and we had some plant-based thing that was sent to us. I don't know.
It's like a sample.
I don't know what it was. Anyway, it was banana split, and it didn't mix in the same way as the whey protein. It must have something to do with the plant-based. And I'm like, I'm just going to eat it because I don't want to waste it.
I don't know how you ate it.
It was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten.
The look of it, I was just like, just chuck it, babe. Doesn't matter, just chuck it.
Oh,
I don't want to waste the yogurt.
I was really full after it, but I was almost gagging to eat it. It was ridiculously stupid.
I think I have bad tin fruit memories because I went to boarding school.
Right.
And we quite often had them.
Well, my mum didn't like tin fruit, so it was kind of probably more like a treat if we had it.
I don't know that I have any other favourite things.
You were going to say the fish, but is that a bit boring?
Oh, I do love our fish in our pond out the back. We've still got 3, so we'll give them 5 at Christmas. We didn't know
from our niece and nephew.
We didn't know how they would go because the pond is quite exposed. It's in full sun, so it's like a little hot tub in there. The water is so warm. There's not a lot of protection from birds, and they're fish. They're not that hardy. One of them got its tail stuck in the little water pump, and it never bounced back. Another one just
bellied up one
day, but we've got 3 left, and I love looking. Whenever I go outside, I always check that they're all there, and you can see them going around. The good thing is they're not interested in them. Like, we've got some food. They don't really care.
They just scum and stuff.
Yeah, they're not interested in. So we literally don't have to do anything to look after them. So they're a great pet.
While I'll read out some more of the comments, but what has been everyone else's favourite things over the last couple of months? What have you been loving? I'm always keen to see what other people are enjoying. Pop it in the comments. Kelly said, was also late to the air fryer trend, but love it and use it practically every night. The other night, I cooked an entire chicken in it.
You could fit a chicken in there, couldn't you?
Yeah, at work, they've been displaying this other one that we don't need as massive, but it's got like a rotisserie in it.
Yeah,
and you can also basket that you can put the chips in and stuff. So it looked really cool. They were kind of demonstrating at work quite close to the hearing aid centre, so I was walking past it all the time. People said we need to move back to Victoria. They'll play games with us. I don't think we're moving back to Victoria anytime soon.
Did we say we just went for a swim?
Trish said, oh, yum, grew up with tinned peaches, don't like 2 fruits. I don't like 2 fruits either. I would always choose peaches or apricots, but I definitely prefer the peaches. I like pears, but I don't like tinned pears. I'm very picky.
We have had some really nice fresh plums.
Oh, yeah,
from Costco, though. They were really, honestly, the fruit at Costco, if you get the in-season, like whatever the kind of, like they,
yeah,
you know what
in
I mean?
season. Like when peaches were in seasons, we ate a lot of peaches because they were delicious from there.
Yes.
They were ripe.
Yeah.
They were juicy. They were really, really good. We currently have grapes at the moment. The grapes are so good. They are like the crunchiest, like snap to them, and they're juicy as well. So they they are also delicious. They're usually at this time the autumn crisp ones come in. They haven't come in yet, so I'm hoping they come in the next few weeks. But the ones I got, they're also delicious. Ron loved The Last of Us.
Oh, that's been so popular.
It's been very popular. I played the video game, the first one, and I really loved the video game. And we're not into, I don't know, end of the world, apocalyptic kind of shows. I have
no idea what the storyline
anyway, is. So the storyline is this one guy, they're trying to survive the world, and all of these people are infected. And if those infected people like bite you, then you are infected. So you've got to avoid getting infected.
Doesn't sound that much.
And he ends up pairing up with this teenage girl, and both of them are kind of trying to get to a point so that they can escape the infected clickers and all of that. So that's what the video game was. I haven't watched the
Are you interested
TV
in the
series?
TV show?
It's on Binge. We've stopped Binge now. I wasn't that interested because it's not my kind of TV show, and Erica does not watch that kind of shows either, like Walking Dead and that kind of thing. We've never been interested in that. Miranda loves the tinned plums. We had some and they were nice as well. But they had the seeds in them still. I like the convenience of the peaches. What?
Did you guys watch White Lotus second season?
Yes, Ron, we did.
I think I liked the second season more than the first season.
I think I probably liked the characters more in the second season.
Yeah.
The young guy that was there with his dad and grandpa and yeah,
Such
I probably did enjoy.
It was pretty compelling, wasn't it? Like every time you're like,
what the happened?
Hell? Who, what, where? Yeah, very good. And obviously just the, both times where it has been set has been beautiful. Yes, we did watch it.
Yeah, and I agree with Erica. I probably preferred the second season more than the first. And we did love the first season. We probably in the first season really only found one or two of the characters likable. But this season, I think we found, even though they were all flawed, we liked the character. Maybe the characters were a little bit more likable or something.
Might be true, yeah.
Trish has been having a green smoothie, which is supposed to help bronchial. Is that bronchial improvement? Spinach, fruits, nut butter stuff. Who would have thought I'd be into that?
Does it taste nice?
I think if you were putting like nut butter and something sweet in there, it wouldn't be too bad.
Because I see people, how there's that celery juice trend.
That's surely gone now.
I can't eat celery. Like, I don't like celery as is. Like, the thought of celery juice to me is just.
Ron loved the clothes.
Everything. Like, there's a lot of detail.
It's very well shot and everything as well.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, well, we've managed to go. Well, I've managed to go for half an hour.
I'm talking to my mum and she's like, what's Dad doing?
She's talking to herself.
Talking in the background.
Thank you for the people who hung around and waited for us to arrive late. Listen to me rabbit on for half an hour. So I appreciate it. We will do this again in a couple of months and hopefully we'll be maybe a little bit more organized. We will let you know our life update in a vlog at some point. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.